Talking about 7 signs of a healthy personality. Word of the day is personality, and the personality is the combination of our individual character traits. So basically your personality is everything, your individual character traits that make up your personality, makes up who you are, your experiences, your paradigm. These traits are revealed by the way we behave, the way we react in different situations. People can probably, if they know you well enough, can predict what you would do if they know your personality. You can kind of say, like, if you're going out to pick something out for a person, and you say, nah, she ain't gonna wear that. I know she ain't gonna. You know her personality. When people say, what would Jesus do? They saying they know what Jesus' personality is. All right? The better you know somebody, the better you can predict how a person may act. Not always works like that, but if you know a person's personality, saying of the day, don't look back, you ain't going that way. 7 signs of a healthy personality. Our personality can often be perceived through our words, our moods, and our actions. Our personality can often be perceived through our words, moods, and actions. Your personality plays a big role in every aspect of your life. It affects how you get along with others. It affects your career and your overall happiness. And while each person has their own set of characteristics that make them unique from everyone else, there are some indicators that reveal a healthy personality. So it is good to know how you measure up, especially if you're trying to figure out how to treat yourself and other people better. 7 signs of a healthy personality. Number 1, you have openness and flexibility of emotional expression.
Talk, boss.
Huh?
Talk.
Oh, this here?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, sir. Look at my guy looking out. Just so y'all know, this talk is for educational.
There you go. There you go.
This talk is for educational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional advice, treatment, guidance, or diagnosis. Or you or someone you know is experiencing a mental health crisis, substance use and abuse, or suicidal thoughts. Dial 988. 988 is available 24/7 nationwide and staffed by trained crisis counselors who will just a text or a call away. Thank you, bro. 7 signs of a healthy personality. Number 1, you have an openness and flexibility of emotional expression. One of the most telling indicators of a healthy personality is the ability to recognize and understand the emotions you are experiencing, as well as being able to express those emotions in an appropriate way, so you don't stuff your emotions. Because you know being angry is okay. There ain't nothing wrong with being angry. It's how you handle being angry. It's how you handle the anger. But if you sit around because you angry and you suppressing it like, I ain't mad, I'm going to just forget about it, and you keep pushing it back and not dealing with it, it's going to have an effect on your mental health. So a person who has a positive personality, or at least a healthy personality, they have an openness and a flexibility of emotional expression. One of the most telling indicators of a healthy personality is the ability to recognize and understand the emotions you are experiencing, as well as being able to express those emotions in an appropriate way. If I feel sad, I know it's time for me to start thinking about what I'm thankful and what I'm grateful for. That helps me. Whatever it is that needs to help you get out of those situations, it has to be something that's natural and not something that's a Band-Aid. Because if you got to go and get drunk to forget about your issues, or get high to forget about your issues, you're not really dealing with the issues, and they're not really going anywhere. This is integral in having healthy relationships. Being able to feel your emotions, both good and bad, allows you to be more present in the moment. 7 signs of a healthy personality. Number 2, you have healthy self-assertion. A healthy personality is straightforward, meaning that you are honest and open about who you are and don't play games or engage in manipulative behavior. You know how to be direct in your communications without being rude or disrespectful. That's the other part of that part. If you can be open and honest, there's some people who can be open and honest, but once they get done being open and honest, they so ignorant with it, they so rude with it, you don't even want to hear the message they were trying to say. So the thing about it is, being assertive, you know how to understand that you don't want to come off brash and you don't want to hurt people's feelings. And then say, I'm just telling the truth. Yeah, well, it don't have to sting and hurt. And if that's what it's doing, keep your truth to yourself. If you got to tear somebody down or destroy somebody with your truth, then keep it to yourself. You know how to be direct in your communications without being rude or disrespectful. Those who are straightforward show that they are genuine, authentic, and confident in themselves. They don't hide their thoughts or emotions and don't feel the need to put up a front. 7 signs of a healthy personality. Number 3, responsibility and competence. You are a responsible person and you are a competent person. That's powerful. To have both of those qualities together, you are responsible and you are competent. This is a crucial component of a healthy personality. It's the feeling, this is what it is. It is the feeling of knowing that you can do whatever you set out to do. It shows that you have a high sense of self-esteem, confidence, and independence. You are a self-motivator. You are a self-starter. If nobody say they proud of you, you're proud of yourself. If nobody encourages you, you encourage yourself. What are we talking about? Responsibility and competence. That ain't got nothing to do with other people. These are the people who don't get compliments. They don't get an attaboy. They don't get a keep on going. They don't get a I'm proud of you. But they keep doing it because they're doing it for themselves. It's the feeling of knowing that you can do whatever you set out to do. It shows that you have a high sense of self-esteem, confidence, and independence. Independence. I don't need nobody to say this or that for me to keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing for myself. Independence. A competent person can handle whatever life throws at them and doesn't feel like their life is out of control, nor do they feel like they're constantly struggling and failing. They just do what needs to get done. Yeah, life gonna throw some hooks, some uppercuts, and some curves. You're gonna have to bob and weave and do some ducking, but hey, that's life. You ain't the first person who went through this, but you keep going and you keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. Why are you doing what you're doing? Are you doing it to prove something to somebody? That's the wrong reason. Why are you doing what you're doing? Because I want to impress my neighborhood. I want to impress the people I grew up with. I want to let my mom and my dad know I can do it. F all of that. If you don't get none of that, if you don't have nobody, come on with the leg. If you don't have nobody in your corner, you're able to do it for yourself. Independence. In other words, if you are competent, you are better able to take on new challenges, deal with stress, and solve problems. You don't need constant reassurance from others in order to do that for yourself. And some of y'all, you sit around, you want a pity party, or you want a cheering section. And guess what? You ain't gonna get it. We all men in here, we especially not gonna get that. 7 signs of a healthy personality. Number 4. You are a warm person. You have warmth in your heart. You have warmth in your heart. Because if you're the type of person, you want to have a healthy personality, but you don't have warmth towards other people, you ain't going to never, ever have a healthy personality. Well, I like cats, but that ain't a damn person. Well, I love dogs. I don't want to see a dog get hurt, but you ain't care nothing when you heard about that boy who got shot up. Well, he shouldn't have been in the wrong place at the wrong time. He shouldn't have been out there in the streets. If you're that kind of person, you got more love for a dog or a cat than a human being, you got an issue. And you do not have a healthy personality. In the Bible, when Jesus left, and they're like, well, what are we supposed to do while you gone? Love each other. He didn't say, make sure you love the cats and the dogs. He was talking about us. Not saying, look, I love my dog. I do. I love him. But he is not a person. Another important indicator of a healthy personality is warmth, which can describe someone who is welcoming, friendly, and kind. It also refers to the ability to be affectionate, caring, and compassionate towards others. Not only are warm people more authentic, they tend to have a strong sense of morality and justice as well. They stand up for what they believe in, and they're willing to take risks on behalf of others. Warm people tend to be more successful in both their personal and professional lives. Warm people are more empathetic, have a strong sense of morality and justice as well. 7 signs of a healthy personality. Number 5, you have optimism and positivity. Optimism, which means you look forward to the future. Positivity, which means you're a positive person. You have high self-esteem. You lead with positivity. You lead with love. You don't lead with negativity and nastiness. And there are a lot of people who do that. That's why you can be driving in traffic, having a perfect day, somebody cuts you off, and now y'all cutting each other off and trying to run each other off the road. Somebody gonna pull out a gun. That should never happen. Positive emotions are feelings that make you feel good, such as joy, love, pride, and amusement. and they are generally the most common in a healthy personality. It's not just about being happy when things are going well. It's about experiencing genuine pleasure even in the small things in life, like listening to your favorite artist, being happy you woke up, being happy that you're breathing, being happy that your heart is working, being happy you can move your limbs, or feeling connected with others. The presence of positive emotions is also an indication that you have a good relationship with yourself. It means that you feel good about your life and you are able to manage stress effectively through positive thinking and self-talk. This is important because when we are able to feel good about ourselves, we can approach challenges with an attitude of optimism. So if you're looking at everything as all bad because you have a negative mentality and a self-defeatist attitude, and you are not going to be successful like that. 7 signs of a healthy personality. Number 6, you're open to new experiences and ideas. Can't believe how many people grown over the age of 30 running around right now talking about the earth is flat. Oh my God. And somebody wanted to debate me on it. I'm like, bro, I don't debate stuff like that. that ain't nothing. You can have that idea. Nah, you go ahead with the earth is flat thing. We ain't got to debate that. Some things ain't worth your time. 7 signs of a healthy personality. You are open to new experiences and ideas. The tendency to be open to new ideas, values, and experiences is another indicator of a healthy personality. People who are open-minded tend to be more curious, imaginative, and creative. They're willing to try new things and experiment with different activities. They're also better able to adapt to change or develop new skills or interests. Additionally, those who are open to new experiences are more likely to learn from their mistakes and adjust their behavior accordingly. So it's not good enough to just understand you made a mistake. You need to change the behavior. Y'all get that? Because to do the same damn thing over and over and over and over again says that there's something wrong. If you're expecting something different to happen. Because if I keep taking an apple and throwing it up in the air and it comes down and pop me on the top of my head, and I say, well, eventually it ain't going to pop me in the head. Oh, yes, it is. Keep throwing it on up in the air. Bro, to be in the penitentiary for the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th time for burglary, for the 3rd, 4th, 5th time for dope dealing, for the 3rd, 4th, 5th time is stealing, carjacking. Bro.
Not nobody else.
That's insanity because you're doing the same thing, but you think something different gonna happen. And look, man, say like if Tim and I are having a debate, right? And we're discussing something. And he say, no, Will, this is what it is. This is what it says. This is what it's all about. And I look at it and I look at it and I'm like, well, damn, man, that's right. That's true. You know what? I just learned something. Why would I be mad at Tim? The first instinct would be to be mad at him. Why would you be mad at somebody who just taught you something? Y'all get that? Yeah. We get mad about it. And we will sit there and try to argue a point when we know it's wrong. And then it just showed us what it is. This is it right here, Will. And I'm still trying to make wrong right. I'm still trying to make wrong right. When I should be thanking them. Why be mad at a person? Some people won't even speak to you after you are right. Because they mad you were right. You need to be hanging up under that damn person. Maybe you'll learn some more stuff. They are also better able to adapt to change or develop new skills or interests. Additionally, those who are open to new experiences are more likely to learn from their mistakes and adjust their behavior accordingly. 7 signs of healthy personality. And the final one, number 7, low impulsivity. People with healthy personalities have low impulsivity, which means you sitting there on TV. No, you ain't supposed to be drinking. They just showed a commercial with a man pulling a beer up out of what's some little thing, a little drum where they put the ice in it. Y'all, come on, y'all from Florida. Y'all know what it is.
Tub.
Yeah, a tub. Thank you, sir. When you throw the ice in the tub, ain't no cooler, man. We talking about down south. So you throw your ice in there, and you see the commercial. Y'all seen that commercial where they dude pull the beer out and put it up against his head? Pull a little thing and then he drinking and you can see the boop, 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 boop. And then the first thing you want to do, I gotta go get me one. So a person with low impulsivity, just because you see something don't mean you got to go do it. You can control yourself. You can restrain yourself. Low impulsivity means better control over your emotions and your impulses. Don't get angry easily. Little things don't set you off. Low impulsivity means better control over your emotions and impulses. You are able to think before you act. You are able to think before you act and can make decisions that are based on facts and reason and not just emotion. Because when I make my decisions based on anger, I'm making the wrong decision. I better not be moving in a posture of being angry because I'm going to make the wrong decision. It ain't about being angry. And then number one, if I'm angry, my first question to myself is, why the hell are you angry? So that ain't got nothing to do with other people. That got everything to do with me. Because can't nobody control me but me. That's why when y'all go online and y'all see these people who supposed to be relationship experts, soon as one of them dudes come on, men, number one, y'all supposed to be setting a safe space for women, but you don't want to do that. You don't want to do this. And it'd be men too, right? And as soon as I hear them talking about men this and men that, I go right past them. Because treating somebody well, treating somebody with respect, that is not exclusive to men. That is not exclusive to women. That's exclusive to human beings. So just remove the men, remove the women, so whatever point you're trying to make is a human being. Should be treating another human being correctly and properly. It ain't got nothing to do with, like there's different rules for men and different rules for women. God made all of us. We all under the same law. It ain't a separate law. You are able to think before you act and can make decisions that are based on facts and reason and not just emotion. This is a sign of a healthy personality because it allows you to consider all of your options and avoid making rash decisions. Less impulsive individuals can wait for things that are worth waiting for. So you can wait for yours. Save your money. You don't have to rush because you don't have nobody to impress. A lot of people, their motivation is other people. I just want to prove it to them. I just want to impress them. That's the wrong motivation. Or they can stay calm and focused when faced with challenges and are less likely to act on a thought or an urge that could lead to regret later on. Have anybody ever acted on a thought or an urge and you had to pay for that later? It's important to recognize that most of these traits that we're talking about are not independent of each other, which means you can't have one of these and say that you got a healthy personality. You got to have all this. You need all seven to be able to say you have a healthy personality because they all play off of each other. You remove one of them, no longer do you have a healthy personality. You need them all in order to have a healthy personality, have a true healthy personality. It is important to recognize that most of these traits are not independent of each other. In fact, they build on one another and contribute to each other's importance in determining a person's overall well-being, happiness, and success. 7 signs of a healthy personality. You have an openness and flexibility of emotional expression. You have healthy self-assertion. Number 3, responsibility and competence. Number 4, you have warmth. Number 5, optimism and positivity. Number 6, you're open to new experiences and ideas. And then the final one, number 7, low impulsivity.
Self-esteem.
Well, everything does.
Everything seems to go right back to that.
Everything always goes back to self-esteem because self-esteem is the foundation of you being happy, of true happiness. Because self-esteem says that I feel good whether people are paying me attention. I feel good about myself, whether people are telling me I'm doing a good job. Self-esteem says I feel good about myself, whether I have that special person in my life. Self-esteem says I feel good about myself, whether I have me just a regular car to get to A to B. Self-esteem says I feel good about myself and I'm trying to get on my feet. I don't have the money that I want. Self-esteem says I feel good. It says that you are more than your body. You are more than your experiences. You are more than where you are right now in life. You are a human being. And as long as you are breathing, you can be successful. Because I thank God that he don't look at things the way we look at things. I thank God for that, man. We were talking last week or the week before the last week. I don't know which one it was. I have to check the video. But we were saying how there's that saying, a bird in the hand is better than 2 in the bush. Remember we were saying that? Don't that make sense? Bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. Because I know I got this bird.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, why get rid of this one or jeopardize this bird to go after the 2 over there I might not even get? But see, that's how we think. That ain't how God thinks. God will leave that one bird or that flock of birds to go get that one lost bird. Want to know why? Because you know that flock ain't going nowhere. He got them. It's the one he lost that he won't that's important. Thank God that he don't think and look at life the way we do.